Ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Set, 180.
Mayfield on first down. On the screen, this is Eckler. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
First down, Mayfield. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
180. First down goal at the 3 down. Regular.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Colts, nothing.
Back north. 36. Here we go.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game,
and it's intercepted in the end zone. Snags it for the pick. Well, it's not every day you see a defense pick the ball off and already have 6 points without moving.
And on that play, no distance to run. Similar play, although it didn't happen right in the end zone. But you remember that Washington-Los Angeles Super Bowl where Joe Theismann tried to throw the screen pass? I can't remember the number, but he tried to throw the screen pass, and Jack Squire got it with no one around and just waltzed in and pretty much broke their backs. That's a similar play, although this one didn't have to run at all.
Here we go. Stats guy, Johnny, on the spot. Super Bowl 18, 38-9. It was in Tampa.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Hurry!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be taken very short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll run with Taylor. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
6:30. All day. Hey, orbit. Check 42.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. It finds Crabtree for the completion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
42 is the mic. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball. Get that ball. Get Mike.
42. Minus 42. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Check.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The stop by Taven Bryan.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
On second down and 4, Rodgers looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mayfield to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit.
Run. Hey, avoid 33.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And Diggs has it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a second and long.
Watch the twins.
Point it right. Run.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Lambeau to add on the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 19 yards there on the catch and run. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mike 42, Mike 42.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hey, take 26.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
I got it.
Take 30.
Watch twins. Switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Strong left.
For the 50.
6 man. Check curls.
Bravo.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Watch the screen.
Jeff.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Rodgers. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Defense wins championships, baby. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team.
Jump out.
Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Check 50.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
That's trash. That's trash.
Shoot.
Hey, take 20.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though.
He's got a man, complete. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Bang.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now here's Rivers. He'll bring his guys up, and they'll go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Under crush.
first down, and they stick with Eckler. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Coming to you, coming to you. King. Regular.
They go play action. Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert!
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
6-6. Bullet high. Hurry!
It's Eckler again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had,
pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Round 80.
36. I'm going to run you over.
Zero. Red. Hey, seam 6.
Watch 36.
Q.
Watch the curl.
Green hot.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the slant.
Hey, wahoo.
36 to Mike. Watch the curls. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. I got him. Wall.
Hey,
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. Then he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Real. Point it right.
And he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Here I come again.
Hey, alert.
Mike 29. Man, I got you.
trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Cluster. Back.
Play action now. Rivers flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line 36. Load it. You got nothing today. You got nothing. He's coming. We got double up.
They go play action. Rivers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
So don't say nothing. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Good yardage there for the Colts, 18 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A first down throw here for Rivers. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Rivers. Throw left side complete. That's Goodwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rivers now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Hey, let's get this. Rush in. Chance.
Watch out.
Hey, go orange.
To the air again here, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing on second and long. Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Hey, Haywood.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, it's Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Go.
Not to that. Slam.
Sponge. No. Wait, 89.
Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Black 11!
I got him.
Buffalo one.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here we go. Watch the safety creep.
Rivers now for the 50. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down.
Mike 40.
Hey, orbit.
Check. Mike 42.
Squeeze, double. Check, 42's the Mike. Check, 42's the Mike.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's get that. 180.
Mike 29.
Regular.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Regular.
Real.
Spud. Hurry.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alert! X3, 218, chopper.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Johnson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Pistol. King.
Mayfield on play action, looking for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 29, Rivers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
We're okay. 190.
6. Get your swarm on. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Watch twist.
White. Hey.
On third down, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For Harris Campbell, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
36 to my.
Hey, foxtrot.
Take 4. Slam.
Hey, Delta. Load it.
Get him.
Flex.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rivers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10.
36 to Mike.
I don't even know why this team showed.
36.
Hey, Alpha.
36.
Red Delta.
Say. Watch the ship.
One last shot now for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped.
That's what I'm talking about.
Today,